1, 2, 1, 2. Saynomo. Wayne, what up? Chef, what up? Hey! Rock, rock, rock. Hey, hey. Let's see. Check, look. Y'all know I gotta set the tone and watch them follow suit. It's all about the pressure now and more ways to get the loot. A new year, a new us, we gotta elevate. Foot on the gas, I ain't lit enough till we all straight. It's gonna be a domino effect when we all locked in. I was been supposed to be on, but I was out club hopping. The city is everything, but there's definitely more. I can't.
Man, we back with another episode of a Saynomo podcast. We got an exclusive interview, man. You see where we at, man. We in the middle of the MAPLEWOOD Mall, man. You know, we got a special guest. Shout out to her. She made this possible. You know what I mean? I got to give her an introduction before I introduced her. You know what I mean? She does a lot of things around the city. She gives back to the youth. She gives them a showcase, a platform from them to perform and express themselves in a safe environment. You know what I mean? She's also promoting people staying out the bar as much. You know what I mean? Like, let's get a little bit sober out here, man. And she also is the CEO of a reality TV show out here, man. I'm sitting here with AB, man.
Thank you.
How's it going? What's going on?
You know, it's going good. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Nah, I'm happy that we set it up, for real. You've been doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's time that we sit down and kind of talk about it, you know what I mean? So first off, I play this thing called Quick Flash when I start, and I just ask people random questions. For you specifically, I got a couple reality TV ones.
Okay.
First off, what's your top 3 reality TV shows?
Oh.
Yeah. If you had to.
Okay. So, I'm going to say, for sure, I'd say the original Bad Girls Club, because I feel like that's where it originally came from.
Okay.
And then I would say I'm loving the Baddies West movement, Baddies East situation. And then I also, you know, I love the Charm School thing because, you know, it's all about, like, elevating, you know.
Right.
So you're here, but then, you know, we always want to see you there, too.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
No, that's kind of dope right there. So, like, even starting with reality TV shows, did you watch College Hill growing up?
I did.
You watched College Hill. What was your favorite season of College Hill?
I think it was like when it was like on the island.
The Virginia Saint. Yeah, that's that's my favorite one too.
That's the one that just popped right in my head when you asked about that.
Like, literally, that one comes first to mind when you think of reality TV shows, like especially like the early ones. Like, normally people probably think about The Flavor of Love, I Love New York's, but I think about like the BET ones. That's like, you know, originally like that. You know, so boom. So, like, what kind of made you get into reality TV? Like what was it for you today where you was like, you know what? Yo, we got to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like what was it for you? Did it come out of nowhere? Did somebody tell you to do it? Or explain that if you can.
Yep. So no, nobody told me to do it. It was more of I actually wanted to be on the Bad Girls Club like a long time ago. So and you know, I also used to watch the shows and stuff like that growing up, seeing it. So I'm like, okay, now that I'm old enough, I can, you know, apply to go be on the show. And, you know, things really, it just didn't line up the way it was supposed to. I ended up getting pregnant. Before I got pregnant, I ended up going out to Chicago. This is when they was actually casting in Chicago. Me and my ex-best friend, we went out there to Chicago. We actually drove down there because, you know, we in Minnesota, so like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, so we drove down there. You know, we went to the casting call. And it was a lot. Like, you know, you see things on TV, but then when you get there, it's different. And, you know, the girls, I know when we got there, they all wanted to fight. Everybody wanted to fight. It was like fights like maybe 3-4 blocks going down before you even got to the place.
Before the auditions.
Before you even got to the door.
God damn, it's like gladiator school for real.
But it was more like all the girls that was fighting, they didn't make it in. Because one thing you got to understand is it's always business before anything. Yeah. So don't nobody really want somebody who's hot-headed like that to come in and establish. How can they talk to you if you fighting and you can't even, you know what you're here for?
Exactly.
Because if you done came all this way, now you outside fighting, you basically done wasted your time.
Yep.
You know, it all depends on what you put into you. So me being me, I came there, I kept my composure. You know, we got in line, you know, made it through the big dogs and stuff like that, sat down, went through like 6 different tables. And they really asked us like different questions like about our life. They asked us about different scenarios and stuff like that. And overall, I felt like, you know, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Mm-hmm. So I did my homework. You know, I was just, you know, I wasn't quiet, but it was more of a, I was reading with the people who was interviewing us, like how they was interacting with the people who was talking to them and asking them certain questions and stuff like that. So I kind of knew how to come at them with different things. And so, you know, we ended up leaving and we gave them our numbers and stuff like that. And like I said, me and my best friend, we went there. And
she's on the show too, right?
No, she ain't on the show no more.
Okay.
Ex-best friend. I don't talk to her no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but shout out to her though. You know, I wish she's doing well. You know,
That's real.
Yep. But long story short, I kind of forgot where I was at. But she called me. She didn't call my best friend, but she called me. And, you know, they was like, you know, hey, Angel, we love the way you was, you know, the way you carried yourself. And, you know, she was just explaining to me, like, how everything go. They was explaining, like, you know, it'll be like a 4-month trip, you know. You can't smoke. And
wow,
you can't smoke at all.
You can't smoke
no,
at all?
You can't. Well, what I smoke, trees, you know, I mean,
yeah,
it's
legal now. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
okay, yeah. So, you know, but so you can't do that. So, you know, it's these different obstacles that you have to say, okay, well, can I do this or I can't? And I was like, yeah, I can do this. But then when I found out I was pregnant, you know, that just closed all those doors. So I had my son, and then maybe like 5 years down the line, I was like, shit, I'm like, it's time to get back up, you know. I'm ready to start doing it, still following my dreams, because even though I have my child, I still feel like I cannot grow or go from that point without me finishing what I started. So I'm like, shit. Well, excuse my language. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You could cuss.
Yeah,
you can talk all that shit you want to.
I know. I just be trying to, you know, I'm
being. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I'm just mindful of different things.
Yeah, that's real.
And I'm trying to do better. So
that's real.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It was a lot though. But like overall, I just said I was gonna do it again, but I was gonna do it my way.
Right.
So I said, well, you know, what do I need to do? And I just did my research, and I just pushed it off the ground.
What was like the first thing that you kind of ran into where you was like, damn, I never ran into an obstacle like this when it comes to you, like when you just said you did your research? What was the first thing that you was like, that was like the hardest obstacle to you to get over?
Getting people to engage in the reality world and actually engaging in themselves, because it's all about you. It's not about who you betray yourself to be. So a lot of times people will put on this phase or this fake person because this is who they want the world to see, but in reality they really want you.
Yeah.
You know, because you're the reason why. I feel like everybody has something about them that somebody can learn from. You know.
No, I agree with that 1,000%.
Yeah.
So like when you you know, when you first started wanting to do this, was there like people that you kind of reached out to that you tried to get guidance from, you know, like about like their, like, cause you know, like it's a video vlog and it's reality TV, all types of stuff. Was there people that like kind of put you on that gave you good knowledge along your way, or was everything kind of you had to learn on your own because people wouldn't help you?
I had to learn a majority of it on my own, but I always had my mom by my side, and I had my best friend. Her name is Kimberly Smith. She's been here since like day one.
Shout out to Kimberly.
Yes. So like, not saying like them was the only people, but I'm saying that was who was here from start. You know, from day one. So, and they're still here. So that's what I mean about that. So, but I got a lot of people here. But
that's
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So like when you first did it, when you first made your first episode, like what was that feeling when you first put it out and you got your reaction? Like what was your first feeling from that? Because I've seen like, cause you were on season 5 now, right?
I'm on season 2 going into season 3.
Okay. I don't know how I got 5.
Oh no, you good?
Yeah, but like so like what was like? Cause like did you stop in between? Were you consistent the whole time, or like how was that? Like that from like the journey from 1 to 3.
It was a lot. Yeah, I feel like if this wasn't really your dream,
you couldn't.
I would have been quit. But thank God this is my dream, so I'm never gonna quit.
Right.
You know, I feel like I done went through probably like 5-6 different cameramans in one season. You know, just because of the consistency and the growth that I need. Every episode that come out, I need to be better and better and better and better. I don't care if it's from the graphics. I don't care if it's from something that were added. I just want I want to see it, you know. So no matter what they say, I can say, hey, well, listen, look at this.
Yeah.
This was better than this. So it's just like a test. I'm getting better and I'm getting better and I'm getting better. And before you know it, I'm going to be that top dog. And that's what I want to be. But I want to be that better person for the city and for the community and for the whole world. Like, this ain't just no Minnesota stuff. I'm trying to be all around the world. Like, yeah.
You from Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm born and raised.
Okay, cool. Now that's love, because even what you do, you know, outside of the reality TV stuff, like you, like how can you explain that kind of like, because like, you know, the showcase when you give the young people, can you explain that a little bit?
So yeah, so now like I recently, so we started off, in the clubs and the bars, doing showcases, different things like that. With the reality TV show, we got a different independent artist that is around. And with the independent artists, we have tons of bars, tons of different places where they go to and they perform. But I feel like sometimes, to not sugarcoat it, it is a dead end street, because a lot of times I see the same, it's the same cycle to where, or I could say it to where you're spending this, if makeup, hair, clothes, you get there, 9 times out of 10 you might got to pay at the door, or you got to put something down on it, then you're performing and then you're leaving, but then what do you go home with besides, you performing this song? And I feel like it's just so much more to it. I feel like we are the stars, so I feel like it's time for us to be treated like it. We should be doing the book signings. I feel like when different artists come here, I feel like they should be opening up for us.
I agree.
I feel like we should put some more respect on our name, and I feel like if ain't nobody gonna do it, we gonna start to do it the right way, and be able to grow in different ways. How much can we grow in these bars? What can we do? We buying drinks, then your skin ain't good. You can't get up in the morning. You can't make no money. You can't do none of this stuff. You can't go to the studio, or you in a studio and you drinking. Let's go to the studio to where you can actually go there and be positive and do the things that you need to do, so you're not there for 12 hours.
That's a fact.
Okay, now you're there for 4 hours, and before even 4 hours, I went to the studio and I had my stuff already laid down, so I was only there for an hour. It's all on what you put into it. So, I feel like we all can learn, and I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna continue to learn. So,
that's dope. Like, even you promoting that, because like even right now in the day and age, that shit's not being promoted. We gotta promote being healthy, living a healthier lifestyle. Yeah. Like, it's not cool to be drinking, getting drunk every day, waking up drunk, drinking again. You know what I'm saying? So you promoting that and teaching the youth. They all might not get it, but the ones that do get it, that's the goal that kind of gets accomplished. You know what I mean? So what kind of motivates you to keep you going day in, day out with the reality TV? Because like you said, there was times where it was hard for you. You see you progress from season 1, 2, going on to 3 right now. What's like future goals for season 3? Like what can we expect from like season 3? What's going to change? What's some of your biggest things that you really want to add to season 3?
We're going to be more in the community. We're going to be more in the community, and we're going to be taking more flights, so we're not just
stationary.
Yep.
Okay.
I want us to be able to move around a lot more in the network, outside of the box. We're going to be in Maplewood Mall a lot more. We're going to be doing more day showcases. I want artists to be able to have radio-ready music, and what I mean about radio-ready music
I like
is
you just said that.
Yep, is music to where it's already ready to, now you can send your music to DJs, you can send your money to different people, so now you don't got to just sit here and perform and hope somebody hear you, or it's so many different outlets, and now your music is playing somewhere else because you can do that, so just being comfortable in your own skin and being more creative.
Oh, that's dope. No, I like that idea for sure. And it actually might spark new things. I always tell people, when I started doing the podcast, it was people that started doing it after me, and it's like people would be like, oh, they're copied you. And I'm like, nah, that's what you inspiring people do.
Yeah.
You do something, they want to do it too, and like hopefully people can start following up on that, because everybody know we right now, I keep it real on this podcast all the time I talk. The youth, we got to say the youth, they so caught up in the YouTube and the internet, the all these negative platforms that we got. That's why I make it upon myself to make my platform a different type of platform. Like, I cuss, I use profanity, we may joke, we may say certain things, but at the end of the day, the clear message is we got to respect everybody needs to be respected. You know what I mean? Like, especially start with us, we got to respect each other.
Right.
So I tell people, like, without us, like, we only can save us. They don't want to save us. No. They want us to self-destruct. So if we don't, hold each other accountable for our actions, we playing ourselves.
Right.
So shout out to you for doing your part in the community, and I know you're going to be continuing to do it. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I really appreciate you. I want to say something real quick too. I did my research too on your podcast, and I want to say that I really love it too, because your podcast, I went on Instagram and all that stuff. I like the way you focus on the bigger picture, the brighter picture about growth. I like the way, you let it known out the door, hey, this is not what I'm into. This is what we're going to, and it's not that you're saying this is what we're going to talk about, but you're saying, hey, I really don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
I want to know about the more positive things that's going on, because that's what's going to help our community. That's what's going to help us grow.
Yeah.
The negative stuff is only going to go so far, but the positive stuff, it can just go so much further. And it takes more.
It takes more, literally, and that's like what we gotta have, because like you said, the kids today, they think, when they think of podcasts, they think of DJ Academic Vlad. And them is just, you can call them negative, you know, you can call them what they are. You know, it's a lot of negative that comes from a lot of those platforms. So it's like you said, it's on us to, you know, try to make that boundary, set that standard, let them know, like, nah, that shit ain't cool. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it ain't cool. You ain't gotta. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe these dudes is, oh yeah, this is cool. It's not cool. There's some clowns. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff, man. So like, I always wanted to ask you this. So like, cause like reality TV, all that. How do you go into casting? How do you pick who's gonna be on the show? Like how does that go? What's like the breakdown of that?
So like now I'm more creative. Like I said, I just like for people to be more in tune into themselves. So if you're more comfortable with yourselves, I love you. You know, I love you either way it go. But I feel like you're more easier to work with because, you know, I feel like
you see what you get almost.
Well, more I don't have to force you to be you.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, and then I'm sitting over here like, okay, I see this, but then I also see what you're portraying to be, or somebody can be going through something, but then it's time to film, and I go through stuff, but I put it on the show. I put it on the show because I feel like somebody else can be going through the same thing that I'm going through. So somebody is either gonna watch my story, see how I do with it, see how I grow, or see how I move with it. But then also I can always look back at this day too and be like, dang, you know, I made a right decision, or okay, what did I do next? Right. You know, I'm always trying to see what am I doing next? What's your next move? That's why they always say your next move always got to be your best move.
Facts.
So in the end, it's not what you're going through. It's about how you're going to get yourself through that situation.
Nah, for real.
So you can go and you can face so many obstacles, but if you get through them, you got it.
Nah, for real. That's what it's about. So, like getting through shit. I always tell people, like, because I'm big on, man, don't call me with no drama. I don't care what it's about. I tell my mom this. I tell everybody this. I'm not trying to hear no work gossip. I'm not trying to hear nothing. If you can't call me, talk about nothing positive, I can't help you. Yeah. So that's why, I'm big on that same type of thing. Yeah. So, like, going back on the Maplewood Mall, how did you kind of get that relationship set up? Like, because this is major, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is, something good. Because normally you always hear these things about, like, how hard they make it for us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how'd that kind of work? Is that just more like just having a positive mindset and just
it was an opportunity that I took advantage of. It was Valentine's Day in the Maplewood Mall. They made a post on Facebook, and they was having like a last minute day shopping, and they had a showcase with vendors and different things like that. And I'm like, I wonder if we can get up in there and possibly get some performances and different things, or vendors and different things like that done. So I just inboxed them on Facebook and said, hey, I have a reality TV show that's in the Twin Cities, and I have tons of artists, tons of different people that want to help out and come and be a part of this movement. How can we help out? Right. And they emailed me, they messaged me back, and they was like, hey, can you email this person? And it just went from there. So like I said, it's always about the opportunity. You see something and you want it, go get it. Yeah. And I thought about it, and I said, what can I do with this? And I was like, I can do a lot with this. And not only me, but I feel like all of us. It wasn't just about me and what I was doing. I feel like, it was plenty of times that I came here and I volunteered. Really? Okay, so it's not just like, I just...
So you put in the work.
I actually put in work. Yeah. We volunteered. We actually picked up on shifts here. We joined in on them on their events that they had. So now it's not like I'm just saying, hey, can I come do this? It's saying, hey, I scratch your back, you scratch mine too. But also I want to help you guys grow too. I also want to be around because we here, we stuck here together. So let's make this more. Yeah, and I'm like, we got the whole parking lot outside. I'm like, this can be the next Valley Fair. It's gonna be the next State Fair. It wasn't that it was that packed up in the Maplewood Mall. So I felt like, how can we get more people to come? What can we do? I'm like, showcases, and different things like that. And now it's getting busy, and I love it. But I feel like overall, people here, they want to be here. Yeah. They ain't forced to be here. Yeah. So the people that's here, that's the good part about it is you don't got to worry about nobody walking down the hallways that got like an attitude,
don't want to be here, body
or that's sitting here because everybody got options.
Facts.
So
that's a fact. What do you think, like, because you've been doing this for how many years would you say added up reality TV?
For the reality, this is gonna be my third year doing my reality TV shows.
From your third years, what do you think are some pros and cons that come with reality TV, like on a mental note? You know what I mean? Like, what are three, like some pros and cons? You're going to have to name three, just some, you know what I mean?
Your head got to be strong because I know, like, a lot of times I have a 6-year-old right now, and I got a 14-year-old. So, you know, it's times like where me and my my significant other, you know, he might say, like, hey, you know, you're doing this too much, you're doing that too much. But guess what? Now I'm at the mall.
Right.
So now I can bring my kids to the mall, and I can work at the mall, and I can film at the mall.
Right.
And now what? You know, so I find different ways to do this, and now I can say, hey, when mom says she's going to work, you know where I'm going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm doing. Because while y'all over there on them swings, something like that, I'm over here working. But better yet, this summer, I'm finna get them some merchandise booths, and I'm finna put them to work too.
Oh, yeah?
Because at the end of the day, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Before they be somewhere filling out an application, I want them to have their own business.
Yeah.
I want them to be able to be doing the same thing I'm doing. And for everybody else and their kids too. So like I said, this is a stepping stone for us, our community, and for everybody to grow. So.
Oh, that's dope right there. Even that mentality, like what you just said. Okay, they playing over there, but this summer they're gonna be having merch to sell. They're gonna learn business mannerisms and all that, because there's too many kids that could whip the nay-nay, but they don't know how to fill out a job application. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
Now, speaking of whipping the nay-nay, so also what I want to do here too is I DJ, live DJ.
Okay.
We got the whole center court. The kids that's in the mall, we play that.
Okay.
Why y'all, if y'all out of school and y'all ain't got nothing to do, I'd rather y'all be here whipping the nay-nay than be in these streets.
Be in the streets doing the drill
so
shit, yeah.
That's okay. When
That's
y'all ready,
fact.
if y'all ain't got nothing to do, tap into the Maplewood Mall. Tap in with the Twin Cities reality TV show, because we love the kids too.
We gonna promote that for real.
Yep, and so I want to always, if I'm here, and I'm taking over a lot more responsibilities here at the Maplewood Mall, so that's gonna be something we're gonna touch upon more too. But I'm gonna be around a lot more, but I'm here for the kids too. So in the meantime, I want them to know too that they got a spot too.
Hey, that's dope, man. And y'all hear it right there. She just said it's a nice spot for the kids. It's getting hot out. You know what I mean? I make sure to cut this clip up so y'all can see it. Your parents, you got kids out here that's doing. I'm good. If you got kids out here that's doing certain things and whatnot, there's an outlet for it. You know what I mean? If they too old for the Boys and Girls Club, they can come out here with AB and Maplewood Mall.
Or get a job.
Or get a job.
My son finna get a job up in here too, because he gonna have a kiosk. Right? And he can get a job here too to put some of that money in his pocket, and and he's still gonna be a kid too. But yeah,
all that.
And
we
good.
Yeah,
we all
good.
in one place and we safe.
And talk about what's about to go on here in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Talk about that, yeah.
Oh yeah, so we finna get ready for this really super dope showcase. It's my first showcase that I'm putting off here at the Maplewood Mall. Like I said, it's overwhelming, but I feel like every day I'm just taking it one day at a time. Plenty of things it be thrown at me, but at the same time I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I just take I don't know. Y'all know I'm all over the place because it be so much, and I just be like, okay. But if I want it, I'm going to get it, though,
right.
you know?
That's the mentality to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you said, you see something,
and I ain't perfect.
You got to get it.
So I mess up. Y'all just see me mess up, but that's okay, though, because I'm going to run it back.
I mess up all the time, y'all. Y'all watch this podcast, I mess up names. I mess up names, like, notoriously. It's crazy how I mess up names. But, you know, we all get better each day. But
and you're going to be doing some more interviews here at the Maplewood Mall, correct? So you're going to be here on location.
For sure.
Okay, so you're going to be looking for more people to come here and get some dope interviews.
Send them my way, too.
Or you bring them this way.
I can bring them this way. We can do both.
You got it, big dog?
Yeah, you know, we got it. We're going to make it work.
Yep.
So in closing, real quick, because we're going to let the show go on.
Yes.
What you got to say, kind of, you know what I mean? Just talk your shit for a little bit. Like, go ahead and closing words. Okay,
I just want to say, follow your dreams. Whatever you put your mind to it, do it. Take your time. Don't let nobody rush you. If you need a day or two or a week or a month, take that time. Make sure you take care of your skin. Make sure you take care of your body. And I wish everybody the best of luck. And, you know, it's going to be more to come. So y'all know what it is. It's AB. And here I go messing up again. But that's okay, though, because Angel Baby, and I'm in the Twin Cities, and y'all rocking with me, and I'm rocking with y'all.
Hey, y'all know the vibes, man. Shout out to AB, man. This is an exclusive interview. Be sure you definitely will see us on location in Maplewood Mall going forward. You know what I mean? We're going to continue to work with her. I like her energy. I like what she's doing. So we're going to continue to support the people that really need, you know what I mean? The people we should support. That's what I say. It's your boy Wayne, My Life Not Yours, man. It's been another episode. We out.
Say no more.
Yeah.